Hey everyone, this is a guitar tutorial for I Thank God by Maverick City Music featuring Dante, Bowe, and Aaron Moses. Before we begin, please consider subscribing to my channel or give this video a like and comment below on what else you'd like to see in the future. In addition, if you're interested in any of the gear that you see today, there are links in the description below. Alright, grab your acoustic guitar and a capo and let's get started. Alright, so the chords you're going to need to know are as follows: C, G, A minor, F, D minor, and C over E. So let's start with C and C over E because they use the same shape. Put your index finger on the B string, 1st fret, then put your middle finger down on the D string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger goes on the A string, 3rd fret. Now for C, you avoid strumming the lowest string, the low E string. But for C over E, you actually add the low E string. Now it sounds like this. For F, it's pretty similar to the C shape. You could go for the barred version if you'd like, or you can play a traditional F barring the bottom 2 strings, or you can play an F2, which a lot of Bethel music people do. Put your pinky down on the D string, 3rd fret, and keep your ring finger on the A string, 3rd fret also. So it's almost like a C suspension, but I'm going to drop my middle finger, take that off because it's really not needed, and keep my index finger down on the B string. This is the F chord without strumming the low E or the high E. Again, it's basically like a C suspension. Now, technically, there is a C suspension in the song, so keep that F2 in mind because it's really the same shape we'll be using. Next up, we have A minor. Put your index finger on the B string, 1st fret, then D and G strings are pressed down with the middle and ring fingers on the 2nd fret. You avoid strumming the low E also for this one. For D minor, put your index finger on the bottom E string, middle finger on the G string, 2nd fret, and ring finger goes on the B string, 3rd fret. You can't strum the bottom 2 strings for this, so you're doing the D string on down. For G, put your middle finger on the low E string, 3rd fret, index finger on the A string, 2nd fret, and ring finger and pinky go on the bottom 2 strings of the 3rd fret. You get to strum everything, finally, for this one. So I believe that covers all the chords you need to know. Now for the beginning, there is a C suspension. And if you've watched my videos in the past, you know that I say the chords as we go along through the song, but it's a little too fast to say over it and it just sounds too weird. So I actually will just put it on the screen for you because it moves so quickly, but I'll show it to you right now before you play. So this is how the beginning goes. Something pretty similar to that, and when we play through it, I'll be a little bit more accurate, but you watch my pinky just drop down on the D string, 3rd fret to play that C suspension. I don't have to worry about picking up that middle finger because I'm just using that pinky to cover that string anyway. So I'll go over that and break it down further after we play through the song, and I'll put the chords on screen for you and say them as we go along. All right, here we go. C. C, C suspended, C, F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, C over E, F, C, D minor, C over E, F, A minor, F, C, D minor, C over E, F, A minor, F, break, C. Here comes the change. G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor, F, hold it F, C, G, A minor, C, D minor, C over E, F, A minor, F, C, D minor, C over E, F, A minor, F, break, C. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. So let's talk about that strumming pattern. It's crazy and it's pretty much non-stop throughout the song. And we'll break down the suspension chords too. But here's what I'm doing, at least to start the song again. Let's take a look at that right hand for a second. My right hand is holding my pick a little bit, I should say more than a little bit, sideways. Instead of pointing the pick directly into the strings like you normally would, I would suggest putting it on the side, and that really helps you get that strumming pattern down. Secondly, when you're strumming, you're not strumming with your entire arm or even your entire wrist. You're just using the span of the strings, whatever that is in inches, probably about 2.5, 3 inches, and that's as much as you need to strum. You don't want to go too far because it's so fast. So thirdly, here's the actual pattern, and I'm going to play that at normal speed and start slowing it down. So hopefully you can do that. I really can't explain the down, up motion of my right hand, but try to get that as best you can. And if you can't, you can always try to nail the changes of when the suspension is happening. So if I can't do that strumming, you could do something like this. That's very simplistic. You could add some eighth notes in between. So whatever strumming pattern you pick, just make sure that you're with the band and you're on beat. That's the main thing. Secondly, when you're doing the strumming pattern, obviously it gets a little tiring. So when there are certain buildups in the song, you can switch to straight eighths or sixteenths. For example, when the bridge is played and they go G, A minor, F, you could just do this with F. In addition, you could add a little crescendo into your strumming, and that will really widen the sound and help your band. Well, everyone, I hope that I was able to help you out with that tutorial. I'm sorry I have to cut it short. Where I'm at, it's about 11 o'clock at night, and my son is sleeping above me where I'm recording right now. So just to be kind to him, I'm going to shut down. And if you have any questions about the song, feel free to comment below. Check out my description for all the equipment that I'm using. And if you have any song suggestions that you'd like to see in the future, feel free to comment below. And finally, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great week. All right, thanks. God bless.